Hey, Susan. Would you pick up, please? Did you not do the household chores again? The entire house, it's full of dust. Tabletop, shelves, everywhere.
Mother, how many times have I asked you? If you're stopping by our house, would you please give us some advance notice? And when my husband and I are at work, could you please refrain from coming over? Even if you're my mother-in-law, I just don't like it when people just walk into our home when we're not there.
What? How dare you say such a thing? He may be your husband, but first and foremost, I am Colin's mother, and don't you forget that. And why do I need your permission to come into my son's house? Besides, this is also an unannounced inspection, to make sure you're carrying out your responsibilities as Colin's wife.
An unannounced inspection? You do realize that we've been married for 3 years. Do you still not trust me?
Of course not. To be honest, I was completely against Colin marrying you. Such a lazy and useless person like yourself. Sorry to be so blunt, but it's true. But Colin was so adamant about marrying you, I reluctantly gave my permission. That's why I have to do these inspections to make sure you're not slacking off.
I see. I appreciate it.
And so what excuse do you have for leaving this house such a pigsty? Are you really clearing up every day? The place is a disaster area.
I'm cleaning the house the best I can. I take out the trash every day and sweep up every morning before I leave. I even take time to air out the place. I also clean the bathroom every evening when I get home.
The moment I stepped into the house, I was breathing in a thick cloud of dust. I checked the bathroom and I noticed there was a considerable amount of dust built up on the corners. You're not doing a thorough enough job. I also took a look inside your refrigerator. My God, what the hell is that? All that frozen food does not look very nutritional. I can't believe you are feeding my Colin such junk food. I said this a million times. Food should be prepared properly, from fresh ingredients. A wife should not be skimping on food. What if something happens to Colin? I can't have my son malnourished.
I really don't recall buying any frozen foods. Maybe what you mean is the frozen packs I left over? The food in the Ziploc bags and in the Tupperware containers. That's my homemade stuff, not store-bought frozen food. No need to concern yourself.
Please don't talk back to me. If you were a considerate wife, I suggest you prepare a hot, fresh meal for your hard-working husband. No more of this frozen food junk. I don't care if it's store-bought or if you prepared it. Frozen is frozen. You should be preparing at least 5 different dishes on a daily basis. You can at least do that for your loving husband, can't you?
You are being totally unreasonable. Do you really think that if it's frozen, it's the same as any frozen food sold at the supermarket? We're both working. I come home later than Colin. That is quite impossible.
If you really love my son, it wouldn't be a burden at all. Oh, and I took the liberty of throwing all that junk food out.
Huh? You're not serious. Everything? You threw out all of it. I had weeks' worth of food stored in there.
That's right. I dumped it all. From today, I expect you to prepare real, nutritious meals for my son. No more of this laziness.
Are you for real? I worked all day on Sunday to prepare those meals.
Oh, and about dumping things, your clothes. I checked your wardrobe. What the hell are those flashy clothes?
Huh? I don't recall having any flashy clothes. You gave me a hard time about that too, so I haven't bought anything in particular these past few months.
Huh? What about that gaudy pink outfit I saw hanging in your closet? Aren't you the least bit embarrassed to be seen in that?
A pink outfit? Do you mean the light-colored long dress? Hold it a second. Are you going through my closet again? Please, would you please not dig through my stuff?
That's no tone to take to your mother-in-law. And I saved you the trouble and threw all of those awful clothes out in today's trash. I don't want my Colin to be seen with someone who dresses like that. Dress a little more appropriately. It's my Colin that's making the money in the family. Don't go wasting it on such junk.
Are you for real?
I will be over first thing tomorrow morning for another thorough inspection, so get this place cleaned up tonight.
Hey, Colin, I'm really at a complete loss here. Your mom, she was at our house again, unannounced. And she threw out tonight's dinner and my damn clothes!
Are you serious? Boy, Mom really has it out for you.
You make it sound like it's none of your business. Ever since she moved nearby, she's been coming to the house practically every day. Dropping in and doing her unannounced inspections and rifling through my stuff. All she wants to do is harass me. It's like her hobby or something. Why doesn't she take up aerobics for Pete's sake? Doesn't she realize it costs us more when she throws stuff out like that? Please, give me a break. If she keeps this up, we're going to go broke.
Come on, you're being overdramatic. She'll eventually get tired of it. She's just excited to be living near her son and granddaughter. She's just having fun. She'll calm down eventually. Just ignore her.
It's easy for you to say. She's not throwing out your clothes now, is she? I don't think I have any more energy to be patient. Can't you just speak to her and tell her not to come over? And not to touch my stuff? And get that extra house key back from her.
You really think she would stop if I said anything? You know how stubborn she is. Why don't you talk to her directly? Woman to woman. No use getting me involved.
Oh, God. If I did that, she'd really blow her top. She'd be twice as worse. She's your mother. She'll listen to you.
Come on, just forget about it. Ignore her and she'll go away. Just be patient. Let her do what she wants for a while. I guarantee she'll get tired of this game.
How many times do I have to say this? I can't take it for a minute longer.
Alright, I got it. Calm down. I'll talk to her when I get a chance. I gotta get back to work. I'll see you later tonight.
Susan, pick up! What is the meaning of this?
What is it this time, Mother? Are you at the house again? Oh, please.
What is this? These clothes! How awful! So unsophisticated! So disgusting! I can't believe you even keep this stuff in Colin's presence!
Disgusting clothes? Ugh, I'm really not sure what you're talking about.
Oh, so you're denying it, huh? Well, it's right here. This skirt. I mean, you can see your panties, for God's sake! And some of these undergarments, red and purple? Are you out of your mind? And all this expensive makeup and perfume! I was cleaning up Colin's room and found a cardboard box full of this stuff. What were you thinking? Hoarding all this disgusting clothes! This is the kind of stuff a prostitute would wear.
Huh? I'm not sure what you're talking about.
You know that my son is good and a kind person. That's why you're having an affair. Admit it! I'm right, aren't I? I knew you weren't good for my Colin, but I never expected you to be so reprehensible. I want you out of our lives. I never want you near my dear Colin.
I don't own any of the stuff you're describing.
Huh?
I absolutely have no idea what you're talking about. We have our separate rooms, and we promised we would respect each other's privacy, so I've never entered his room. I can assure you that I did not hide that cardboard box. I've never even seen it before. You say you found all that stuff in Colin's room?
Yes, but I was only...
Mother, don't touch anything. Leave everything as it is, and just go home for now. If you remove anything, I will report it as a burglary. I'm headed over there ASAP. Hey, Colin, you have some time?
Huh? What is it? I'm still working.
There was something I wanted to know is all. It seems your mom entered our house again without permission.
Come on, not again! I told you to just ignore her. She'll get tired of this game eventually.
Yeah, I know. This isn't about her entering the house without our okay. It's about something else. Your mom was scrounging around the house as usual, but this time she found something very interesting. There was a big cardboard box stashed in your room.
Huh? My room?
That's right. She found a bunch of women's clothes in there, along with some expensive cosmetics and perfume.
Huh.
Your mom's been scavenging around the house almost every day, and she would throw out the stuff she found offensive, so I made do with inexpensive clothes. Nothing flashy. And I also made sure not to spend too much on cosmetics, just the basics. So I thought it was kind of weird to have that kind of stuff in our home. And hidden in a cardboard box, in your closet. A bit unusual.
Yeah, well, I can explain. I didn't want you to think it was, you know.
That maybe you were having an affair?
No, you got this all wrong. All that stuff, it's mine.
You're saying all that stuff is yours?
Yeah, I thought you'd get the wrong idea and, you know, so I have this hobby. I like to dress up as a woman. It's all mine. I wear all that stuff. Sorry about this. I didn't think you would understand.
Oh, yeah. You don't say. So you're saying this is your hot red dress? The sexy panties and all this expensive cosmetics and perfume? They're all yours? That's what you're saying?
Exactly. That's right. I'm not having an affair.
Okay. Then put it on later. If it's yours, you won't have a problem putting them on. I'm sure they fit perfectly. If you want to prove that what you're saying is true, I want you to come home right away and put all this on right in front of me. I'm curious to see you, a guy who always wears an extra large. It will be fun to see you squeeze into this extra small red miniskirt. Oh yeah, it will be fun to see you get into those skimpy extra small panties. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, well, I was going to... you know what? I'm still at work, and I got to...
Oh, so you're too busy for all this? Too busy even if it means divorce? Okay. I'm headed over to my parents' place now. I guess the next time we meet, it will be with our lawyers to discuss divorce.
Huh? Divorce? Hold on a sec!
I kept asking you to do something about your awful mom. But you just tell me to ignore her, not caring one bit about me. Almost as if you're encouraging her to scrounge around my stuff. And on top of that, you go out and have an affair. Give me a break, buddy. Goodbye.
Hold on, Susan! Let's discuss this more! I'm really sorry. I really didn't want it to go this far. I was just, playing around. I'll drop her right away. I'll never see her again. As for Mom, I'll never let her in the house again.
Too late for that. I don't trust you anymore. Not one bit. Goodbye. Hello, Mother. Sorry I couldn't accommodate you more when I got home. I'm over at my folks' place now. I just had a long talk with Colin.
Yes, I was... Susan! Long talk.
Yes, we talked about Colin having an affair with another woman. Apparently, he's been seeing this woman for about 6 months now.
Huh? He was really having an affair?
All that stuff you found in Colin's room? That's what she forgot at the various motels they stayed at. If it wasn't for you, we would have never found out. Good job, Mother. I was always so angry that you barged into our house unannounced and scrounged around my stuff, but... this time, I really must thank you.
Please, Susan, listen.
So, as this is the case, it's been fun, but you can have your precious Colin back. Oh, and also, I'll be demanding compensation. After all, he cheated on me.
Susan, wait. What do you mean by have him back? Do you mean divorce?
Bingo! Oh, and all the clothes and food that you tossed out without my consent, I'll send a bill for that too. I'm glad I listed everything that you threw out. I knew it would come in handy one of these days.
Please, not so fast, Susan. Think it over, please. You guys have been married for 3 years. What's one little affair? Lots of people go through that and it never ends in divorce. You're overreacting.
Well, I can tell you right here and now that 80% of why I want to end this is your constant harassment and your idiotic inspections. I've asked you hundreds of times to stop, but you continued. You threw out my precious items and the food I worked so hard to prepare. And Colin, my dear husband, didn't give a crap about your shenanigans. He didn't lift a finger to help. I was on the verge of exploding. When I found out he was cheating on me, well, that was the last straw. The trigger that blew everything up.
And you say it was all my fault? I was just doing it all for Colin, that's all. That's a mother's job.
Please, I don't want to hear it. Just say it, why don't you? You were pulling that crap because you hated me. Am I right? You never liked me from the start. You should be ecstatic. Your hated daughter-in-law is gone for good. You don't have to sneak in and scrounge around my dirty laundry anymore.
That was not my intention. You say I did this? That I made him a divorcee?
It's a little late to feel remorse, don't you think? There is no way this is going to be fixed. It's irredeemable. Colin just left my place, so he should be home pretty soon. Please take care of the rest.
Wait, please, Susan. I'm sorry. Please forgive me for all I've done. I'll never do it again, I promise.
Funny. That's exactly what Colin said, LOL. Boy, you two are like peas in a pod. But I cannot accept your apology. I will never forgive you two for as long as I live. I'll contact you as soon as I find a good lawyer. Goodbye, Mother. It was nice knowing you. Or should I say, former mother-in-law. LOL. Goodbye. After that, I immediately contacted a lawyer and proceeded with the divorce. I got the lawyer to demand a compensation of $20,000, which also included compensation for all the stuff she threw out. Of course, we also hired a private investigator to check on the woman he had an affair with. We also demanded compensation from the woman. During the divorce proceeding, Colin and his mother pleaded for forgiveness and demanded that the divorce not go through. But I was adamant about the divorce and refused their pleas. Eventually, I got them to accept all the demands and the divorce proceeded without further incident. I hear that Colin is currently living with his mother, but apparently Colin blames his mother for the divorce, and the two have a very difficult and hostile relationship. As for me, I moved into a nice little apartment and plan to enjoy my life as a single and eligible woman. The new place has an outstanding security system. I made sure of that.